On your radical breaking news, TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. So there's been an earthquake right next to the most dangerous nuclear reactor that's still running on Earth. Right here. Right there. It just happened. Right at San Simeon, right at the Hearst Castle. 4.7. If this... I'm telling you, I got that vibe. I've had it. 89 just keeps running through my head, you know. That series keeps running through my head. World Series. World Series starts tomorrow night. You know, and they just keep... We are so long overdue for a big quake in California. And I'm here to tell you. Now, I used to list my 10 most... I developed my list. My 10 most dangerous nuclear reactors. I was working, you know, on some postgraduate work in the 90s. In the early 90s. And I developed my list, and number one, and it was not just based on earthquakes, but it was based on earthquakes, the Ring of Fire. It was based on Mach 1, Mach 2s. Very technical. You know, I was working heavily on the Utah Construction GE Mach 1, Mach 2 water boiler. They were built here, by this company that merged with GE, the biggest corporate merger in the world, you know. With Utah Construction, Weber State University. So I was heavily working on it. How big of a shake can they handle? You know, and I used the whistleblowers' data. Remember the two whistleblowers that came forward talking about the cheating? But anyways, I compiled my list. It was very technical, a lot of data. I had number one most dangerous nuclear reactor in the world, Sinanofu. I had number two, Diablo Canyon. I had number three, Fukushima, Japan. I had number four, Oyster Creek. Number five, I had Indian Point. So, you know, on my top 10 list, I actually had a top 20 list then. So, four of the five were shut down. One by Mother Nature. Whoa. That's a hell of a burden. Oh, what a price to pay. San Onofre got shut down by a bunch of grassroots activists and Kevin Blanch doing the dirty work 10 years ago right now. We're coming right up on the 10-year mark when they had the scram and they had the fucking accident at San Onofre while Kevin Blanch was in the bone marrow transplant center clinging to life. And I was getting the goods from inside, and I was getting them to Kamala Harris's mom. Kamala Harris, her mother just passed away at Livermore. And so Kamala Harris cared then. She would listen to me then. You know, my data that was going on. And we went after him like wolves. Oh, we went after him. I look back on it. We didn't fuck around, boy. And we kicked that domino over. What a fucking accomplishment. You know, what accomplished up there, Pilgrim? That was on my top 10. It's shut down. You know, they think they're winning this fucking propaganda. Well, Barry Antoinette, let's go to COP 26. What about 24, 24, 23, 2, 1, tick. Take one down, pass it around. The whole family's going to meet with their owners, London Liz. They're even taking Barry Antoinette Obama. Might as well fucking get Trump. Get him along, the three-headed snake. Fuck the Fukushima cover-up trilogy. Oh, God. You think Bush was dumb? Oh, bummer, dumber. Trump dumbest, and now we got freaking sliding by. Where did I leave my spent fuel rod? Geezers at Caesars on chemo. Barry, he wasn't young. He just evil. So, Diablo Canyon's still there. Now, Diablo Canyon, when they were originally working on this, said they were going to shut down by 2021. Then it got kicked to 2022. Now 2023. This doesn't wake you dumb fuckers up in fucking Los Angeles. You know, I don't know what the fuck does. So, the Diablo Canyon reactor, the design and the way it's built, can handle on the Richter scale. On the Richter scale. I've got it to where it would probably not fracture the core. That's if there wasn't a tsunami. Probably around 7.5. Anything greater than that, I think the core will fracture like they did at Fukushima, Japan. And that bullshit that it took the tsunami to wipe, I knew the second. I was in the Energy Solutions dump site protesting the Italian Mike Lee was bringing in here in Utah. This is before he told me, you know, Kev, my dad's a downwinder. You're not? So, I knew. I saw how big the quake was. I knew the cores had cracked and they were in meltdown. They were gone. They were in full blown out meltdown. And I knew the spent fuel pools had cracked. Now, here's the big flaw here that my work has changed from the 90s. Diablo Canyon is the number one dangerous. It's even 10 times more dangerous. Why? Because 30 years ago, it only had a few years of spent fuel pools stored. Remember, we were going to fucking take care of this waste. We're going to put it at Yucca Mountain. By law, we're paying a fine to the owners of Diablo. Diablo Canyon is not a public utility. There's none of them. They're owned by people like Bill Gates. And, you know, look it up. Google, believe it or not. Google's fucking one of the big shareholders. Yeah. Corporations are people. They hide behind the corporate veil. We have 40 years of spent fuel stacked up on that fucking thing, and it was never built for it. These reactors fucking were never, so they had to build swimming pool after swimming pool on top of swimming pool. Diablo Canyon takes more energy to stay open than it produces. You do know that. And you know none of the energy goes to California. California's producing 200% more solar freaking day than they can use. It's being blocked by states like Utah coming into the grid, the toilet, which the sun shines 310 days a year here in Utah. In Nevada, 320. I mean, the whole western United States is the Mojave. I mean, my God, it's the Mojave. I mean, let's get real. It's all desert. Why no solar? It's all political. There's not much money in harnessing the sun. You know, LA, you can look it up, is the first municipality, one of them in the world, maybe the first one in the world, to be 100% solar. The San Onofre and Diablo Canyon reactors parking lots, I'm the one that exposed that many years ago, snuck in there, pushed up videos, that their parking lights and their lights and everything were run by solar panels. I mean, I did that how many years ago? And put that up and expect. They don't even believe in their own shit. That's to keep those spent fuel pools cool. You know, the spent fuel pools, it's hot, baby. Not to mention the water boiling, just the water boiling alone comes out of that pipe. I remember being there protesting. And we used to, you know, I used to walk with the Buddhist monk and Mothers for Peace. Jane and Linda have done such incredible work. Mothers for Peace are the greatest, by the way. The old Abalone Coalition, that's who trained me. But I went to jail freaking there. You know, Moonbeamer Brown, remember he was there? And then we find out that he was a double agent and he was chopping up all the goods. He changed uniforms. That's called betrayal, like Obama. So, Trump was a scumbag right in your face, pro-nuker. You know, but at least he'd tell you that, and which he did. You know what Trump told me? Our group, we asked him, this was long before I was president, about Fukushima in New York at a rally. He was rallying against the Saudis, believe it or not, then. We used to do these rallies on 9/11, back before he got on the winning team and betrayed us all. What about Fukushima? You get in a car accident, you don't stop driving. I yelled out, you do if it kills you. You know, so TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. So these reactors, 7.5. Oh, let me tell you why it's named Diablo. So Diablo, the Shumash. Remember I used to call it, I used to do my events there, my big protests there. By the way, I got to tell this story because this artist, this muck's around. You know what the art scene is. I see the New York DA is going after Leon Black and the New York City MoMA. The New York City DA is going after the New York City MoMA. This has been rumored. Think about it. Reported by Vanity Fair. Fox reporting on Fox. About Fox eating chiclets. So, Vanity Fair is dirtbag criminals. That's who should be investigated by the DA. I mean, they covered for Epstein harder than anyone besides Katie Couric. So, it used to be called I used to do my Blue Hearts on Valentine's protest there. So this muck artist, he's got all these paintings. He's got a, shadow picture of a pier. Okay, you're an artist. All right, if you're an artist. I says, I've been on every pier. I walked the coast of California. I could identify all 54 of them. I've been on every fucking one of them. And I mean, literally. There's 2 piers there. So, he says, well, I'll bet you beer you can't identify that one. I says, Give me 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. And let's double down. How about 2 beers? Okay. I says it's Pismo. Oh, how'd you know that? His wife squealed. I think he was going to lie. So go get us a fucking beer. So, it's a great pier, by the way. Pismo's a great town. Now they got the drivers off the fucking beach. So, the reactor at Diablo Canyon, my work, about a 7.4, 7.5. Anything bigger than that, the cores will crack. But this has changed. My dynamic has changed because there's so much spent fuel there. There's 40 pools. I know on the one rack, there's 6 swimming pools stacked on each other. That's just on the one section. They're out of room in there. You know, and so I've changed that. I don't think these reactors can handle much more than a 7.1 set the spent fuel pools. Now, a spent fuel pool cracks, the water runs out, it's over. You know, because they fuse together, and that's every bit of melt. I mean, that's more than a fucking core meltdown. Actually, you think about it. I mean, those things are still active, and there's literally fucking, how many assemblies are fucking sitting in there right now? I mean, somebody's got to have that number. I mean, I can figure it. I can, you know. TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. That thing should have been fucking shut down. Fucking yeah. Yeah, they've already told them, you know, we'll just buy you out, give you all the fucking money here. You know, those fuckers don't do anything. I protested there so many fucking times, and they're dicks there too, by the way. I mean, job. Bullshit. That fucking whole job thing, I'm so sick of that shit. Fuck. Job, fuck. Oh my God. Fucking. The most beautiful place, in the entire world. San Onofre, Diablo. So, the Chumash called it the Mother's Heart. That was the name, the Mother's Heart. You go to Teddy's house in New York City, the big canoe that's right there, it came right there from Avila. That they would have dances there, they would do plays. That's where up and down the coast, the Coatals Native community would come together. Right there, that's where they would come to get the great fishery. Everybody wants to talk about Monterey, rightfully so. What they've done to that is just, but that bay there at the Mother's Heart. It's a Chumash. Chumash told me that to my face. I didn't know that until, I think that was 2014. 15. I always called it Blue Hearts on Mother's Day, or on Valentine's Day. They named it Diablo because when the Spanish mass murderers were coming here to pillage and rape and annihilate Sierra and crew, when they got there, they're standing there threatening the Chumash, telling them what they're going to do, ordering blah, 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 blah. An earthquake happened and a major tsunami. That's why it's named Diablo. I mean, Sabio Español, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja, sehr gut. Est-ce que vous parlez français, no? You need to learn to speak fuck American. Americans Vespucci spoke Italiano. Brava, magnifico to the Italianos. They told the fucking EU today, fuck you. They told Obama and crew getting ready to go to Glasgow, no fucking nuclear. That came out today. So, I got to tell this story. I'm there protesting, and a woman gave me a ride who grew up in San Simeon. We were at a market. She's, oh my God, you ain't going to believe that. Guess who that is right over there? I said, oh, look like a little grandma pushing her cart. She says, that's Patty Hearst. I grew up with her. Her and I freaking been friends since we were children. You want to meet her, Kev? Yeah. So we go over there, and she's like, oh, hi, Patty. Hi, Jules. This is Kevin Blanche. He's been working on the shutdown of these 2 nuclear reactors in California, San Onofre and here, Diablo Canyon. He's kind of a radical. Oh, hi, Kevin. How wonderful. How nice to meet you. Wonderful what you're doing. You keep up your good work and great work. I so appreciate it. We walk out, and I says, you do realize you just told Patty Hearst you called me a radical to Patty Hearst. This is long before CNN did that bullshit documentary. We don't have a Patty Hearst. We don't have a Peggy Guggenheim. These children of these oligarchs, they're all in their freaking nuclear freaking psychopath ways. This thing, you know, Schellenberg, Mothers for Nuclear, the whole posturing, you know, the infrastructure bill, they're all shuffling thinking they're going to pull this off. This earthquake better wake you the fuck up there. Way too close to home, baby. 4.7, I mean, let's hope it's not a precursor. Just remember when they had the big one up there at, what was that, 62, 60, at 8 point, big 8 point some odd one. People were killed right there. Fuck, when Fukushima happened, right there. And, I mean, right there, holy Capitola. Them boats all got smashed and washed up at Santa Cruz. You know, isn't that where Zuckerberg lives? TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. My number one most dangerous nuclear reactor that's still active in the world is Diablo Canyon. Number 2 is Diablo Canyon. Number 3 is Diablo Canyon. Number 4 is Diablo Canyon. Whoa. Number 5 is Diablo Canyon. Fuck it. I'm telling you, we've got to get the spent fuels out of the spent fuels. Oh, it's going to take 50 years. It's sent an offering. With a fucking year bullshit delay, it took fucking less than 4. They're in the canisters, on the pad, and everybody's bitching about them on the pad. Well, what about Humboldt? They're on the pad there. What about fucking Rancho in Sacramento? It's on the pad there. Fucking this pad at fucking Santa Barbara is a lot better. It's on big shock absorbers. Now, granted, it's not the fucking greatest solution, but it's 10,000 times better than me sitting in those spent fuel pools. Those spent fuel pools got no chance. I'm telling you, I'm fucking telling you. This is coming from Kevin Blanch. I mean, I am the world's foremost expert. I'm telling you, fucking, this thing needs to be shut down yesterday now. I'm fucking nervous as fuck. I got this fucking vibe in my head, been going on for a while on California. Fucking the earthquake vibe. Another thing that's got me really pissed off, this is reported by CNN today. The forest management pricks say, oh, we got to cut down all the sequoias now, going in and out of the fucking 1,000-year forest, the 5,000-year forest, because we're afraid one will fall on a car. Fuck that! Shut the fucking road! Make people hike in! Oh, it could fall and kill some. You're going to cut down all the 5,000? No. Let them fucking try to fucking fight back. Oh, they're wounded from the fires. They're 5,000 years old. They've been wounded before. Of course, these are plutonium fires. Fuck. I mean, quit fucking overmanaging. Let fucking Mother Nature fucking do her thing. Oh, this ain't Mother Nature. I get it. This ain't Mother Nature. This is Fukushima. This is actually opposite of Mother Nature. I stood on that ocean and fucking been walking up and down that coast since Fukushima happened, since I got cancer. You're no match for her. She's going to fight back. You know, where did COVID come from? The sea, a fish, right? Fukushima. TikTok. Diablo Canyon fucking clock. 4.7 earthquake right there. Right there. Wake the fuck up. I'm fucking telling you. Wake the fuck up. That place is so grand, so fucking beautiful. All the Central Coast of California is still spectacular. Fuck, I love it there. You know, I spend Pacific Grove, fucking Monterey, fucking all of it. Carmel, I mean, it is so fucking grand there. San Mateo, fucking, San Luis Obispo, what a fucking great fucking city. I mean, you want real California, that's it. I mean, it's so spectacular there. You know, all of it. Big Sur. You know, the inn burnt right when me and my grandsons were just there. I mean, that redwood cross that I have hanging up there, I got from Russ, St. Francis. He gave it to the grandkids. The monks carved it. I mean, I slept at the Carmel Mission right there where Father Sierra is. Oh, I mean, wow. So anyway, TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock. Wake the fuck up. Oh, you're doing fuck videos in your bathroom. Yeah, me and Henry Miller. I used to sleep at the Henry Miller Library before they co-op and took it over. It used to be the coolest place. I've been up to his real house, too, way up there. Fucking, I've seen Dark Watchers. Of course, Steinbeck at the end. Fuck, I'm a huge Steinbeck fan. Cannery Row on Balco. Georgia gonna let me tend them rabbits. The Hamilton side, my favorite, by the way, of all the great writers and the poets in the Central Coast of California, and that's a lot to say, is Robin Jeffers. He's my favorite by far. He's my favorite. I love that guy. He fought against even entering World War II. And his amazing wife. They tore down the towers because they're going to fall and hurt someone. Oh, fuck, please. Fuck. Just, God. The Hamilton side, Steinbeck said, she used to leave bowls of milk out for the leprechauns straight off the boat. Neighbor said one time, well, don't you think it's a feral cat or it's a bobcat or maybe even a cougar drinking that fucking milk? Not no fucking leprechaun. He said she stared the fucking nose off his face. Cannery Row on Balco. On chemo. Fucking Doc Ricketts. Kevin Blanche. Remember what they used to call Doc Ricketts? The poacher? You know, the whole bottom section is named after her, right? We don't talk enough about her. The great marine biologist. She called Doc Ricketts a poacher, too. I'm still a Doc Ricketts guy. You know I always will be. You know, I go visit him right there where he was killed, and I have a talk with him. Put my arm around him and visit with him. The old Del Monte. Ding, 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 ding. TikTok. Me and Henry Miller doing fucking videos in our bathrooms. Diablo Canyon clock. Wake the fuck up in the Central Coast. Shut that fucker down yesterday, California. You can do it. I mean, I know you could fucking do it if you really fucking wanted to. You know, some of those legislators need to fucking throw down right here, right now. You need to put the pressure on Kamala Harris. You know, she was so much on our side. What happened? She abandoned me. She used to freaking work with me. She fucking abandoned me. Everybody's abandoned me. I'm too hot to handle. I'm a lot like a fucking spent fuel pool. I ain't spent. Fucking, for the light shines inside of me. You will never take that away from me. TikTok. Diablo Canyon clock. Shut it down yesterday. Stay tuned.